I make $10,000 a month running an AI-powered business, and today I'm showing you every single tool I use to do it. Not a sponsored list, not a generic top 10. These are the actual tools sitting in my browser tabs right now. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete blueprint of how these tools connect, what they cost, and exactly how much money they help me make. Let's get into it. The total monthly cost for every tool I'm about to show you, about $643. Against $10,000 in revenue, that's a 93% profit margin on the tooling alone. And I'll break down every dollar at the end of the video so you can see exactly where the money goes. ChatGPT Plus at $20 a month is my daily workhorse. I use it for everything: writing client emails, drafting social media posts, brainstorming video ideas, and rewriting proposals. But here's what most people get wrong. They write vague prompts and get vague outputs. Let me show you exactly how I use it. Here's a real prompt I use every week. I paste in a client's project brief and tell ChatGPT to act as a senior copywriter, then ask it to write 3 email subject lines and a 1-paragraph pitch. I include the client's industry, their target audience, and the tone I want. The output saves me about 40 minutes per client. With 10 active clients, that's over 6 hours a week just from email writing. Together, ChatGPT and Claude cost me $40 a month and save me roughly 15 hours a week. That's under $3 an hour for an AI assistant that never sleeps. For visual content, Midjourney at $30 a month is incredible. I use it primarily for YouTube thumbnails, social media graphics, and client deliverables. Here's my actual workflow. I generate a base image in Midjourney using a specific style prompt. I always include terms like clean digital illustration, modern flat design, high contrast. Then I bring that image into Canva. Canva Pro at $13 a month is where I assemble everything. Their AI features, Magic Write, Background Remover, and Magic Resize, save me tons of time. I can take a Midjourney thumbnail, drop it into my YouTube template, add text with proper hierarchy, and export in under 5 minutes. Before this workflow, each thumbnail took me 30 to 40 minutes, $43 a month combined, and I produce about 30 pieces of visual content per month. That's roughly $1.40 per graphic, which is way cheaper than hiring a designer and faster than doing it myself in Photoshop. Zapier at $29 a month handles the simpler integrations, the stuff that doesn't need complex branching logic. Things like auto-posting my blog content to social media, syncing my calendar with Notion, or sending a Slack alert when a Stripe payment comes through. I use Zapier for straightforward if-this-then-that automations and reserve make. Calm for the complex multi-step workflows. $45 a month for automation sounds like a lot, until you realize it replaces about 20 hours of manual repetitive work. That's $2.25 per hour for a worker that never takes a break. Sales tools. This is directly how I generate revenue, so pay attention here. Apollo. EO at $49 a month is my lead database. I use it to find decision makers at companies that match my ideal client profile. The filters are incredibly specific. I can search by company size, industry, technology stack, job title, and even recent funding rounds. Once I find a lead in Apollo, the data flows into Instantly. AI at $37 a month. Instantly handles my cold email outreach at scale. The key feature is warm-up. It automatically sends and replies to test emails from my accounts to build sender reputation. My open rates sit around 65 to 70% because of this. I run 3 active campaigns, each sending about 50 personalized emails per day. A lead who just posted about AI on LinkedIn gets a completely different email than one who just raised series of funding. $235 a month for sales tools. Last month, this pipeline generated 8 discovery calls, and I closed 3 of them at $2,000 each. That's a 25 times return on the tooling cost. Operations isn't sexy, but it's what keeps the business from falling apart. Notion AI at $20 a month. That's 10 for Notion plus 10 for the AI add-on is my command center. I have a workspace with separate databases for projects, clients, SOP, and content ideas. The AI features help me summarize meeting notes, auto-generate status updates, and draft project briefs. Airtable at $24 a month is my structured data hub. I use it for my client CRM, content calendar, and invoice tracking. The reason I use both Notion and Airtable is that Notion is better for documents and notes, while Airtable is better for relational data, things where I need to filter, sort, and link records together. My client tracker in Airtable links each client to their projects, invoices, and communication history. $44 a month for operations. These tools don't directly make money, but they are what lets me manage 10 clients without hiring an assistant. That alone saves me $2,000 to $3,000 a month in labor costs. For audio and video production, I rely on 2 tools. Descript at $33 a month is my go-to for podcast editing, video transcripts, and screen recordings. The AI-powered editing is the killer feature. I can edit audio and video by editing the transcript. Delete a sentence in the text, and it cuts that section from the recording. I produce 2 podcast episodes a week, and Descript cuts my editing time from 2 hours to about 30 minutes per episode. 11 Labs at $22 a month handles voiceovers and narration. I use it for client explainer videos, YouTube narration drafts, and quick audio assets. The voice quality is remarkably natural. I usually pick a voice, generate a draft narration, then review and regenerate specific sections that need different energy. For client voiceover projects, this replaces outsourcing to a voice actor at $200 to $500 per project. $55 a month for audio and video tools. Considering I produce about 10 pieces of audio and video content monthly, that's $5.50 per piece. A freelance video editor alone would charge $50 to $100 per video. You can't scale what you don't measure. SEMrush at $130 a month is my SEO and competitive intelligence tool. I use it to track keyword rankings for my content, spy on competitor strategies, find content gaps, and audit my site health. The AI-powered content optimization suggestions have helped me increase organic traffic by about 40% over the last 6 months. Google Analytics is free, and with their new AI-powered insights, it's more valuable than ever. I check it weekly to see which content drives the most traffic, where my visitors come from, and which pages actually lead to conversions. The AI automatically surfaces anomalies and trends, like when a blog post suddenly gets traffic from a new source, or when conversion rates drop on a specific page. Now here's where it all comes together. Let me trace a single piece of content through my entire stack to show you how it becomes revenue. Say I write a blog post about AI automation for small businesses. That post starts in Claude, where I research and outline the strategy. Then I refine it in ChatGPT with SEO optimization, prompts pulled from SEMrush keyword data. Apollo enriches the data, Clay personalizes the follow-up, and instantly sends the email. Eleven Labs $22, SEMrush $130, Google Analytics free. I've put together a free document with every tool, its pricing, and direct links. No affiliate links, just the actual tools. I'll drop that in the description below. If this video was useful, hit subscribe. I'm building this channel to show what actually works in AI business. No hype, just real workflows and real numbers. Next week, I'm breaking down exactly how I use Make.com to automate my entire client onboarding process, step by step. If you want me to cover a specific tool or workflow, drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.